Good morning, America. Bracing for catastrophe. 40,000 people in Southern California ordered to evacuate their homes after a toxic chemical leak.
Waiting and not knowing what's going to happen, because we all want to go home.
We're at two current options and outcomes of this tank. One, it fails and cracks and all the product leaks out onto the ground. The other option that was told to us is that it blows up.
The latest on this unfolding hazmat emergency.
New details involving the death of NASCAR legend Kyle Busch, reportedly in a racing simulator when he became seriously ill. What we're learning from a 911 call the day before he died, as tributes pour in.
Holiday getaway. A record number of people expected to be on the move, taking to the skies and the roads. The best times to travel so you're not stuck in traffic. Plus, the soggy holiday forecast. Will you be grilling in the rain?
Rapid spread. The warning from the World Health Organization on the Ebola outbreak. Upgrading their risk assessment for the Democratic Republic of Congo. Nearly 750 suspected cases. What's being done to prevent it from spreading here in the U.S.?
Giving notice. Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard, overseeing the nation's spy agencies, resigns from her post. What led to her decision?
Summer movie preview.
Hey, never touch the buttons.
Hollywood banking on some big stars to make big box office bucks.
We back.
The movie's hoping to scare up sales this season, along with some fan favorite franchises.
Mauricio gets to the open spot with it up.
And thundering back.
Mr. Williams hits toward it, and the three.
Oklahoma City reverses a slow start to take Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals against the Spurs. ESPN's Malika Andrews previews the next games, including the Knicks versus Cavs. Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Saturday. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America. So great to have you with us. Gio is off this morning, but always great to have Rachel Scott back at the desk.
It's good to be here on the Saturday.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Two things heating up in the NBA Western Conference Championship after that Oklahoma City win. We'll have highlights ahead, and of course, we're very excited to have ESPN's Malika Andrews joining us to break down tonight's matchup between the Knicks and the Cavs.
Oh, yeah. The Cavs, really, they got to start making some shots,
yeah, we'll
okay? We're also tracking Memorial Day travel, expecting to break records, what to know about the skies and the roads, plus your barbecue forecasts and the biggest holiday deals.
But we do begin here with a developing story, a serious situation unfolding overnight in California. More than 40,000 people forced from their homes amid fears of a potential chemical catastrophe. ABC's Jacqueline Lee is in Los Angeles with the latest. Jacqueline, good morning.
Well, good morning. The situation is dire, with emergency responders trying to stop the explosion of chemical tanks from morphing into a massive fireball and triggering a chain reaction. Breaking overnight, a potential catastrophe with 40,000 people under evacuation orders in Orange County.
This thing is gonna fail. We don't know when.
Officials fearing a toxic explosion after noxious vapors spewed into the air due to a leak at this aerospace manufacturing company in Garden Grove, California, about 35 miles from Los Angeles.
We do have 3 leaking tanks.
Firefighters and hazmat teams racing to stop a 34,000-gallon tank from exploding in a mushroom cloud of toxic chemicals.
This is highly volatile, it's highly toxic, and it's highly flammable.
It's a respiratory irritant, so it can start off very mild, but it can progress to a point where, yes, you would probably require hospitalization, if not more.
Thousands of residents evacuated and at least a dozen schools closed. Overnight, lines of evacuated residents stretching out the door of shelters.
Got a knock on the door, and I was told we're supposed to leave.
Just waiting and not knowing what's going to happen, because we all want to go home.
The crisis occurred at GKN Aerospace, which builds engines and landing gear for commercial and military aircraft. One of the tanks compromised due to a broken valve, according to authorities. KABC's Chris Christie in a helicopter above the scene.
That tank right there in the middle of your screen, you can see the exterior of that tank literally peeling off as the chemicals inside continue to heat up. Despite all of the water they're trying to spray on there to keep this cool right now.
Authorities describing the race to cool the tank down with sprinklers as successful, but when the manufacturer's response team attempted to neutralize the tank with chemicals, it failed.
We are at two current options and outcomes of this tank. One, it fails and cracks and all the product leaks out onto the ground. The other option that was told to us is that it blows up.
Fire crews working overnight to mitigate risk and get the tank to the lowest temperature possible.
Our efforts so far have continued to cool the tank. It's down to a temperature around 61 degrees, with 50 being its halfway place. So those efforts are succeeding.
Authorities say they are monitoring air quality and it is within normal limits, but warning residents to evacuate because if this thing explodes, they can't control which direction it goes. Rachel.
40,000 people under those evacuation orders. Okay, Jacqueline, thank you. This morning, we are learning more about the tragic death of legendary NASCAR driver Kyle Busch and the urgent 911 call made just one day before he died. ABC's Ike Ajachi is here with the details. Ike, so many remembering him this morning.
That's right. Good morning, Rachel. He was a controversial champion known as Rowdy on the track. Off of it, a loving family man who still had so much left to offer. This morning, new details are emerging about that 911 call made just hours before Kyle Busch became unresponsive.
Kyle Busch.
This morning, the sudden death of a NASCAR legend, Kyle Busch, rocking the racing community as new details emerging of a 911 call made the day before his death.
And tell me exactly what's happened.
I've got an individual that's shortness of breath, very hot, thinks he's going to pass out, and is producing a little bit of blood, coughing up some blood.
The Associated Press reporting Busch had been training in a racing simulator in North Carolina when he became unresponsive Wednesday. At the time of the call, it appeared the 41-year-old was conscious.
Is he awake?
He is awake. He's awake. He's on the bathroom floor right now.
An ambulance rushing him to the hospital. This comes after Busch asked for a doctor to meet him after his race at Watkins Glen just 2 weeks ago.
Can somebody try to find Bill Heisel? He's the Hendrick doctor guy. Tell him I need him after the race, please. I'm going to need a shot. Copy. He'll be at your bus.
Announcers heard saying he suffered from a sinus cold all week. That was exacerbated by intense G-forces and elevation changes at the road course.
You can kind of still hear it. I'm still not great, but the cough was pretty substantial last week.
And he's getting some boos. And a lot of cheers as well.
Busch, a controversial figure who entered NASCAR at 16, embraced the title Rowdy, known for his brash persona that riled up crowds, winning 234 races across the sport's 3 national series, more than any other driver in history.
And to me, Kyle Busch just defines what it means to be a racer in NASCAR. We watched him become a husband and a father the same way we watched him become a champion, and we all did that as a family. We were all part of that.
And Richard Childress Racing now announcing it'll retire Busch's iconic number 8, a car he helped design, switching to number 33 starting this weekend in Charlotte. Now the team saying the number has become synonymous with Busch and will be held in reserve for his son Brexton if he one day enters NASCAR, guys.
And at 41 years old, people still trying to comprehend just how this could happen. All right, thank you, Ike. We turn now to Memorial Day weekend, the getaway, and the stormy forecast for the unofficial start of summer. Danielle Breezy from our affiliate station in Nashville, WKRN, is joining us. Danielle, good morning. Some messy weather for days now.
Unfortunately, wet this weekend does look like a wet one for sure. Now, I want to show you behind me here. This is in Vance, Alabama, an EF1 tornado touchdown yesterday there. Luckily, there were no injuries. This was from an isolated storm, but today, as we shift our attention to Saturday, it is going to be an active day, especially along the Gulf Coast and into Texas here. Flood watches are up. There could be even some stronger storms out there with wind, hail, and maybe an isolated tornado. Also in the Ohio area, we're going to have to watch that too. But notice the rain showers continue up and down the East Coast. Sunday will be a little bit better, I think, which is good news. We'll have a little less chance for rain. And look at this. The west is staying warm and dry, so that's one good thing. We're going to have that Memorial Day weekend forecast and talk about Memorial Day in particular coming up, Rachel.
Okay, looking forward to that. Not how I was expecting it
to
be.
Not quite.
Like a little bit more sunny. All right, that's the weather. Now let's get to your Memorial Day weekend travel. The experts are expecting another record breaker as millions of us make our getaways by air and car, even though gas prices and jet fuel prices continue to rise. ABC's Andrew Nimbert is at New York LaGuardia Airport. Good morning, Andrew.
Good morning, Rachel. You know, millions of Americans aren't letting these higher gas prices derail their Memorial Day weekend plans as airports and highways across the country brace for this travel surge. This morning, a record number of Americans are on the move this Memorial Day weekend. AAA expects more than 45 million people to travel, the most ever for the holiday. At airports across the country, packed terminals, long security lines, and full flights.
We were nervous, hoping we don't miss our flight.
The TSA predicting to screen more than 18 million people, with the busiest hubs being Atlanta, Chicago, Dallas, and Denver.
We are really early for our flight, so we're like 5 hours early, because we were really worried about how the traffic situation was going to be.
Overnight, good news for travelers at New York's LaGuardia Airport. A runway now reopened after being shut down since Wednesday after this sinkhole opened up. The shutdown, which caused delays and cancellations at one of the nation's busiest airports, still under investigation.
You want to get home, get to family, get to where you want to go. Right. Safely and quickly.
And from runways to roads. AAA says more than 39 million Americans will be driving to and from their Memorial Day destination.
Gas prices are terrible, but got to pay them.
But drivers are paying more at the pump this year. Gas prices considerably higher than this time last year.
I stopped it at 70. I didn't want to go past 50, but when I saw how low the amount was, I said, wow, I have to go a little higher here. But I said not past 70.
And if you are driving to your destination today, travel experts say the best time to hit the roads as early as possible, but anytime before 11 a.m. you should be pretty good. The worst of the traffic expected to be from about noon to 5 p.m., Rachel.
Drew, my jaw dropped when she said $70 at the pump there. That was surprising. So what's the latest you're seeing on gas prices for this holiday weekend?
So at last check, the national average for a gallon of gas going for $4.53 a gallon. It's down a couple of cents from yesterday, but still up considerably from this time last year. Last Memorial Day weekend, it's up $1.34 from last year, Rachel.
Oh, yeah, going to cost you more for that getaway. All right, Andrew, we appreciate your reporting. Thank you. Whit?
All right, Rachel, now to breaking news overseas. A disaster at a coal mine in China with nearly 100 deaths reported. ABC's Britt Clennett is joining us now from Beijing with the latest. Britt, good morning.
Good morning, Whit. Yeah, the death toll drastically climbing from a gas explosion here in northern China. Now at least 90 people are confirmed to have died in this country's worst coal mine disaster in 16 years. Some people could actually still be trapped underground, with hundreds of rescue workers still operating at the site in Shanxi province. That's about a 7-hour drive south from here in Beijing. Now, officials said 247 people were on duty at the time of the explosion. That was 7:30 on Friday night. More than 100 were taken to hospital. Video from Chinese state media shows people being carried out of the area on stretchers. Meanwhile, Chinese President Xi Jinping, he's called for an investigation into what went wrong and said those responsible must be held to account. State media here, they're reporting that officials running the mine, that they've been taken into custody, also saying that the levels of carbon monoxide at the site were exceeding limits. Although it's still not clear exactly what caused this deadly explosion. The country, of course, hoping more people are rescued alive in the coming hours. Rachel?
Okay, Britt, thank you. Now to the shakeup in the Trump administration as Tulsi Gabbard announces she'll be resigning as the Director of National Intelligence. She's now the 4th member of the cabinet to depart just this year. Senior White House correspondent Selena Wang is in Washington with the latest. Good morning, Selena.
Yeah, Rachel, good morning. Tulsi Gabbard announced she's resigning because her husband was recently diagnosed with bone cancer. It also comes as she's been sidelined by the administration on some key foreign policy decisions. And this is now the 4th cabinet member to leave the Trump administration in just the last 3 months, and all of them have been women.
This morning, another member of President Trump's cabinet is on her way out. Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard says she's resigning, citing her husband's recent diagnosis with a rare form of bone cancer, writing, "I cannot in good conscience ask him to face this fight alone while I continue in this demanding and time-consuming position." The president jumping into praise her, saying Tulsi has done an incredible job and we will miss her. But her tenure has been rocky. Gabbard rose to prominence as an anti-war Democrat who warned against regime change conflicts. She then became a Trump loyalist, but as part of his administration, was largely left out of key national security decisions, including around U.S. military action in Venezuela and Iran. In March, shortly after the war began, Gabbard refused to repeat the president's claim that Iran posed an imminent threat to the U.S.
It is not the intelligence community's responsibility to determine what is and is not an imminent threat.
Okay.
That is up to the president based on a volume of information that he receives.
It is precisely your responsibility.
The president then asked whether he still has confidence in her.
I don't want Iran to have a nuclear weapon, because if they had a nuclear weapon, they'd use it immediately. I think she's probably a little bit softer on that issue, but that's okay. Some people are. Most people aren't.
This as the president remains defiant amid a Republican revolt over his $1.8 billion taxpayer fund to compensate allies who claim they were mistreated by the Biden administration. It could even pay out rioters who stormed the Capitol and attacked police officers on January 6th. Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche rushed to the Capitol this week to justify the fund. Senator Ted Cruz says Republican senators were furious and screaming at Blanche during the meeting.
There were fireworks at an epic level. And I got to say, it's one of the roughest meetings I've seen in my entire time in the Senate. There were a lot of Republican senators who were just pissed.
So lawmakers have left town for this week-long recess, but when they come back, things will still be messy. Republicans are delaying this vote on Trump's immigration plan until they get answers on this $1.8 billion fund. What we are seeing, guys, is rare pushback from within the president's own party. For many of them, this fund is just a bridge too far.
Yeah, lawmakers still have a lot of questions about it, too. Thank you, Selena. We appreciate it. Now to growing concern this morning over the rapidly spreading Ebola outbreak in Central Africa. ABC's Alex Prochet is joining us now. And Alex, there's been a sharp rise in the number of suspected cases and deaths.
Yeah, that's right, Whit. The suspected cases in Central Africa now well into the hundreds, and the growing fear from officials there is that number will continue to rise. This morning, the World Health Organization sounding the alarm, calling the growing Ebola outbreak in Central Africa deeply worrisome. There are now nearly 750 suspected cases, including 177 suspected deaths in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The UN Health Agency upgrading its risk assessment for the spread in the country to very high. Here in the U.S., the CDC is responding, set to deploy 7 experts from Atlanta to the region to help contain the outbreak. And now, new restrictions for passengers bound for the U.S. from Ebola-ridden hotspots in Africa.
Our number one thing has to be, we can't have it affect the United States. We can't have Ebola cases coming here.
The Department of Homeland Security announcing all flights with passengers, including U.S. citizens who are in the Democratic Republic of Congo, Sudan, and Uganda within 21 days, must land at Washington Dulles Airport, where enhanced public health measures are taking place. U.S. officials saying the risk of Ebola to the general public remains very low. Yeah, and this morning, DHS has added Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson Airport and also Houston's George Bush International for enhanced screening efforts. And also that American doctor who came in contact with a patient infected with Ebola in Uganda, now transferred to a hospital in the Czech Republic out of caution. The hospital says he is not showing any symptoms. Rachel?
Okay, good to hear. Okay, Alex, thank you. All right, we're going to switch gears now because as we begin the holiday weekend and head towards the summer grilling season, many of those cooking essentials are going to cost you a little bit more. ABC's Morgan Norwood is here to break it all down. Hey, Morgan.
Hey, good morning to you, Rachel. Yes, there may be a little bit of sticker shock this year, but do not call off that barbecue just yet. I got you covered. Grocery bills have risen at their fastest annual pace in about 3 years, overall about 3%. But there is some good news this morning. Some of those barbecue staples are actually down. So I want to talk through some of the specifics. Those burgers will cost you more. Ground beef is up about 15% more over the past year. But chicken is looking pretty good. It held steady and is actually down slightly. What about the sides? You got to have the sides. You might go easy on the tomatoes this year because they are up about 50% more from last year. Lettuce rose about 7.5%, but that egg salad or potato salad, that is going to cost you a little bit less. So go with that. Do you guys like to make your own? I do. Potatoes down 11%. Eggs down a whopping 56%. Remember how expensive they were this time last year? So looking really good. And while we're talking about the cookout essentials, we got to mention the cheese. Not sure how you all feel. I need the cheese on mine. I need the cheese on the burger. Cheddar will cost you about 5% more than last year, but those American slices that actually melt a little bit better on a burger, down about 6%. So I don't know about either of you. I'm ready for that barbecue. You can probably hear my stomach growling from this walk.
Like the swaps, though.
I know.
Good ideas.
The potato salad. That's a
Always
good
in
year
the
for
potato
that.
salad.
We just need the weather to cooperate.
Exactly.
Thanks, Morgan.
And out of the NHL, the Vegas Golden Knights scored 2 goals to stun the Colorado Avalanche 3-1. The Golden Knights' Jack Eichel and Ivan Barbashev scored with less than 10 minutes in the last period. The Western Conference final action now moves to Vegas with the Golden Knights ahead in the series 2-0. You can see Game 3 on Sunday, 8 Eastern on ESPN.
Ooh, exciting.
Yes. All right, still ahead. Speaking of playoffs, we're also talking about the NBA playoffs, the Thunder's decisive victory over the Spurs, what it means for the rest of the series, and look who we have here. The Knicks. We got Knicks and Cavs, but also ESPN's Malika Andrews is in the studio to break it all down.
Oh, we're looking forward to that. Plus, a huge feat for a 7-year-old whose middle name is Danger, taking on a major mountain.
And Hollywood counting on this summer to be a blockbuster season. The new releases coming to a theater near you. Stay with us.
Welcome back here to GMA. That's Miley Cyrus with Walk of Fame, a song from her latest album that became the perfect soundtrack to honor her on Friday, a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. With her to enjoy the moment was her mother, her sister, her fiance, plus Donatella Versace and Anya Taylor-Joy. Wow. Congratulations to Miley. I know, hey.
Well deserved, for sure. All right, let's take a look at some of the other big stories that we're following on this Saturday morning. Authorities in New York trying to find out the cause of an explosion and fire that killed 1 person and left more than 30 injured at an industrial site on Staten Island. Officials say firefighters responded to a fire in the basement of a large metal structure behind a shipping dock. The cause of the fire still under investigation.
Dramatic video outside a courthouse in Raleigh, North Carolina, where 2 attorneys were wounded in a shooting following a hearing. Authorities say the suspected shooter is now in custody and that all 3 people were connected to a civil case that was tossed out just before that incident on Friday.
Overnight, SpaceX launching Starship on an unmanned suborbital test flight, culminating in a fiery but successful splashdown in the Indian Ocean. Starship encountered some unexpected issues, including engine failures in flight, and then when splashing down, NASA has hired SpaceX to take astronauts to the surface of the moon.
A 7-year-old boy has climbed Yosemite's National Park's famous El Capitan. Joey Danger Evermore is the youngest person to do it, according to his family. They set out on the climb on Sunday and wrapped up on Thursday. Joey's older brother, Sam, previously held the record when he made the climb last year at the age of 8. And yes, his middle name is actually Danger.
Danger is his middle name. Yes, absolutely. Good for him. All right, we start this half hour with the teams battling for victory in the NBA Conference Finals. Overnight, the Oklahoma City Thunder beat the San Antonio Spurs, led by back-to-back MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's 26 points and a difference-making performance by the team's bench to win. 123-108. The Thunder lead the series 2-1. So joining us now is ESPN's Malika Andrews, host of NBA Today and NBA Countdown, and we get you in the studio this morning.
Just for this segment, can I go by Malika Baller Andrews?
Yeah.
We have Danger as the middle name.
Baller is her middle name, ladies and gentlemen. Exactly. All right, so let's talk about this game overnight. OKC, they get the win over the Spurs. They're leading the series now. What did they do right? What do the Spurs have to do to get the next one?
Oh, my goodness. This is the most vulnerable I had seen Oklahoma City since they won a championship at the beginning of this game with. They got out to a 15-0 start, the San Antonio Spurs did, and then the Thunder, they came roaring back. They're called the Thunder for a reason. They bring the storms, obviously, here. And they contained Victor Wembanyama, and that is incredibly difficult to do. You're 6 feet tall, a strapping 6 foot. Victor is 7
with heels.
foot 5. See, there you go. You can borrow mine. Victor's 7'5" barefoot, and so to be able to contain him is incredibly difficult. He took accountability after the game. He said, you know what? I don't feel like Rachel. I'm making my teammates better, and that is what he's focused on doing. One thing I do know about Vic, though, whenever he is down, the next game he responds, so I certainly expect that to happen at home for San Antonio.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they do, too. Okay, turning to the Knicks and the Cavs.
Okay, it's a good one.
Big game happening tonight. I know the Cavs are happy to be back home.
Yes, ma'am.
What do they need to do other than make some shots, for the love of God?
I mean, Rachel, you have have my job, because it really is. I know it sounds elementary, but it is that simple for the Cavaliers, because they were not built to be a defensive juggernaut. They were built to score, and ultimately, they feel pretty good about only allowing the Knicks to score 109 points here in Game 2. They need to hang their hat on making shots. By the way, they're going home. They're 6-1 with that home cooking in these postseasons, so they are hoping to be banking on that again to try to make this a series.
Yeah, if you need a little fuel, that'll do it with the home crowd for sure. We've also been talking about the Knicks on this 9-game winning streak, which has just been incredible. But break down why it's so important for them to still get this third win.
Yeah, well, there's never been a team that's come back from down 0-3. So if they want to put the final touches on this series, they need to go and win Game 3, especially because we've seen Cleveland win from coming back down 0-2. They did it last series against the Detroit Pistons. So I wouldn't say they're comfortable in this position, but they have experience here. So what the New York Knicks don't want to do is give any oxygen to a Cleveland team that has been here before. And they are 2 wins away from, forgive me, partying like it's 1999, right? Because they are on the brink of making their first NBA Finals since 1999. And this city, walking around this week, I can tell you, they are so ready to see their team back in
Also
the finals.
holding their breath, though.
Yes.
The Knicks fans are like, we didn't close
I know.
before.
I know
like,
what
is
it
this
did.
the one?
I know what I
Exactly.
see everyone in the studio.
Yeah, they're like,
thinking
that's
the
why
same
we want
thing
that
right
game
now.
Holding
three.
her breath.
Malika, it is so great to have you in studio.
Malika Baller Andrews.
Yeah, Baller Andrews.
And my husband's going to say, we're never calling you that again.
That's all right. It's on national TV, so it's official. Okay, you could catch the Knicks versus the Cavs tonight, 8 Eastern, right here on ABC.
If the weather is not cooperating for you this holiday weekend, there's always Memorial Day sales to keep you busy, right?
Something.
There's something left. Adobe Analytics is expecting that Americans will spend, get this, $10.8 billion this holiday weekend. That's a 6% jump from last year. So Morgan is back. She's been busy all morning scouting the best deals. So we talked about the barbecue. Now we're getting on to the Memorial Day sales, Morgan.
Yeah, once you're full off the barbecue, then you can hit the stores.
There
Let's
we
go
go
shopping here. It's time to get your shopping strategy. And our friends over at Wirecutter tell us that they're seeing fewer notable sales this year, but there are still some gems to be found. And that's where we start with appliances. So Lowe's has up to 45% off select appliances. The retailer, you see it there, also offering an additional 25% off when you purchase multiple items. For example, check out this Hisense refrigerator, only $549, a $550 discount. There are also some incredible savings for dishwasher as well. This is a Whirlpool Top Control. It's now $6.99, down from $10.99. Rival Home Depot, they're offering up to 35% off select refrigerators, washers and dryers and ranges and dishwashers like this 5-burner range that was $9.29 is now $6.29. That looks great. A savings of up to $300. And this stackable washer and dryer from LG is $1,800, and that is a savings of $900. So some good deals there.
Yeah, there is. Okay, what about clothing?
This is where I do my best work,
Yeah.
Rachel. I got you when it comes to
Let's go.
clothing. Adobe is predicting online sales of activewear will increase as much as 130% and children's apparel as much as 85%. And since it's warming up, this is actually a really good time to look for cold weather clothing that retailers are trying to move off the floor. So REI is a great bet with 25% off footwear. It's co-op brand apparel as well. Outlet items are up to 50% off, like this women's jacket that was $99.95. Look at that, now $70, and it saves you $30. Okay, so we talk about the kids. If we head over to Amazon, we find this adorable pair of Adidas shoes for $34. So
Excellent.
That works.
My daughters have those, but they'll need a bigger
They
size.
need a bigger size
Exactly.
and a different color.
Yes, exactly. Okay, let's talk about, it's the unofficial start of summer. What about sporting goods?
Yeah, that's also a good place to start. So Adobe says as an expected hot seller this year will be bicycles, with sales expected to be up 160% year over year. So Target is a good bet as well. Take a look at this bike, 40% off bikes this weekend. An 18-speed adult mountain bike is on sale for $199. And when you go for that bike ride, of course, you got to bring the kids along with. How cute is this purple Schwinn bike?
Aww.
Even better, it's under $90.
Oh, that's sweet.
My nephew would like that as
Oh,
well. Maybe
perfect.
without the training wheels, because he just learned how to ride it without the
There
training
you
wheels,
go.
so,
Excellent. Get
yeah.
the whole family out there. Thank you, Morgan. Appreciate
Got
it.
you covered.
Poison the maid of honor!
Bonnie, there's a package for you.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Hi there, I'm Lilypad. Let's play.
Oh, extinction! Not again!
I just loved Toy Story, all the movies, and we were just weeks away from the premiere of Toy Story 5, just one of the summer's most anticipated movies. Will Gans has more on which features are ready to bring in the crowds. Will, good morning.
Good morning. I've seen Toy Story 5, by the way. It's amazing. It feels like over the last several seasons, though, I've been showing up with bad news about box office numbers, but not this summer. Totals are up in 2026 thanks to the Michael Jackson biopic and the Avengers of Fashion reassembling for Devil Wears Prada 2. And y'all, the sun is only just beginning to rise over a spectacular summer at the cinema.
This year, the summer box office is shooting for the stars.
Hey, never touch the buttons.
Huge releases like The Mandalorian and Grogu out this weekend, pointing towards a summer box office totaling $4 billion.
I'm looking for a hut.
Close for the night. Thank you.
That's only happened once post-pandemic, during the summer of Barbenheimer.
Hi, Barbie.
But already 2026 is looking more stylish at the box office than it has in years.
Wait. Hope that's not what you're wearing to the dinner. That's all.
Thanks in part to The Devil Wears Prada 2, the 2026 domestic box office is already 14% ahead of last year's January to May total.
This year has the potential to be one of the biggest year for movies since 2020.
And the summer has barely begun. The Wayans brothers have reunited for the next Scary Movie in theaters June 5th, 13 years after the last one.
Be back.
And speaking of fan-favorite franchises,
Hi there, I'm Lilypad. Let's play.
Toy Story 5 hits theaters on June 19th as Jessie, Buzz, and a balding Woody team up to take on tech. And get ready to set sail with The Rock in the live-action Moana movie. Surfing into theaters July 10th, 1 decade after its animated predecessor.
This summer is going to feature a lot of remakes and sequels. There's this familiar property that really does touch in the mass public kind of way that people just gravitate towards.
Or for a slightly longer voyage, The Odyssey comes out July 17th. From Oppenheimer director Christopher Nolan, starring Matt Damon, Lupita Nyong'o, Anne Hathaway, Zendaya, and one Tom Holland, who slings his way back onto the big screen July 31st as Peter Parker in Spider-Man: Brand New Day.
I'm Spider-Man.
So the last standalone Spidey movie, 2021's No Way Home, made $1.9 billion with a B dollars worldwide, and it ended on a little bit of a cliffhanger, which means there's a lot of Spider fans waiting to see what happens to Peter Parker after his big decision at the end of that last movie, before we see him again in Avengers Doomsday at the end of the year. So it's like appointment viewing.
Wow, okay.
He's staying busy.
He is. And like perhaps married at this point. We still don't have that totally confirmed, but the two of them,
you got to get that.
You're on the case.
I'm on it.
Lock it down. Yeah, with our GMA play of the day and the amazing find among the ashes, Randy and Beth Boyle's home burned to the ground earlier this week. When fire tore through California's Simi Valley, Beth managed to grab their pet parrot, and that's about it. Randy telling our Melissa Don that he credits his doorbell camera with helping to alert his wife that a fire was raging and to leave immediately. Days later, they returned hoping to find Beth's wedding ring, and with help from the Los Angeles Fire Department, the ring was found.
Wow.
Isn't that incredible? In the ashes, Randy said that he was just happy to know that his wife was safe, but that the ring really makes it a gem of a story. Yeah, good for them.
That's so heartwarming.
I know.
I'm so happy for that.
The most important things survive. All right, coming up on GMA in our second hour, it's National Stroke Awareness Month, and we have the story of a 7-year-old who suffered a stroke, the warning signs that his father noticed that helped him get the treatment he needed.
And it's time to kick off Memorial Day weekend with Fleet Week at Disneyland. Stay with us.
Good morning, America. It's our second hour, bracing for catastrophe. 40,000 people in Southern California ordered to evacuate their homes after a toxic chemical leak.
Waiting and not knowing what's going to happen, because we all want to go home.
We're at two current options and outcomes of this tank. One, it fails and cracks and all the product leaks out onto the ground. The other option that was told to us is that it blows up.
The latest on this unfolding hazmat emergency.
GMA Health Alert about a 7-year-old who survived a stroke.
Pretty scary. For Daddy, it was terrifying.
I was thinking he's going to die.
The warning signs his dad recognized to get help in time. What all parents need to know.
A twist on the viral dirty soda trend. How to lower the sugar without losing the flavor of these creamy concoctions, just in time for Memorial Day.
Coming to America.
We are counting down to the nation's 250th birthday.
We're going to Disneyland! Yeah!
Starting with Fleet Week at Disneyland, as Disney ramps up its Disney Celebrates America campaign, hosting more than 100 Navy sailors, Marines, and members of the Coast Guard on Main Street, USA, as they say, "Good morning, America!"
It's Saturday morning. This is GMA.
And good morning, America. So great to have you with us. Gio is off, but we're, of course, glad to have Rachel Scott back at the desk with us this morning. Welcome back. Right now, all eyes are on the skies and roads as an estimated 45 million Americans will travel this holiday weekend. We'll tell you what to expect.
We're looking for barbecue invites if anyone still has them out there. But we do have a lot of news to get to this morning, including the revival of a groundbreaking musical for Asian American, Native Hawaiian, Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Flower Drum Song was a huge hit on Broadway in the late 50s. We take a look at how a new cast is approaching the show.
But first, though, the volatile situation in Southern California, where 40,000 people have been forced from their homes in the face of a potential chemical disaster. Let's go back to Jacqueline Lee in L.A. for the latest. Jacqueline, good morning.
Wait, good morning. The situation is dire, with emergency responders trying to stop the explosion of chemical tanks from morphing into a massive fireball and triggering a chain reaction. Breaking overnight, a potential catastrophe with 40,000 people under evacuation orders in Orange County.
This thing is gonna fail. We don't know when.
Officials fearing a toxic explosion after noxious vapors spewed into the air due to a leak at this aerospace manufacturing company in Garden Grove, California, about 35 miles from Los Angeles.
We do have 3 leaking tanks.
Firefighters and hazmat teams racing to stop a 34,000-gallon tank from exploding in a mushroom cloud of toxic chemicals.
This is highly volatile, it's highly toxic, and it's highly flammable.
It's a respiratory irritant, so it can start off very mild, but it can progress to a point where, yes, you would probably require hospitalization, if not more.
Thousands of residents evacuated and at least a dozen schools closed. Overnight, lines of evacuated residents stretching out the door of shelters.
Got a knock on the door, and I was told we're supposed to leave.
Just waiting and not knowing what's going to happen, because we all want to go home.
The crisis occurred at GKN Aerospace, which builds engines and landing gear for commercial and military aircraft. One of the tanks compromised due to a broken valve, according to authorities. KABC's Chris Christie in a helicopter above the scene.
That tank right there in the middle of your screen, you can see the exterior of that tank literally peeling off as the chemicals inside continue to heat up. Despite all of the water they're trying to spray on there to keep this cool right now.
Authorities describing the race to cool the tank down with sprinklers as successful, but when the manufacturer's response team attempted to neutralize the tank with chemicals, it failed.
We are at 2 current options and outcomes of this tank. One, it fails and cracks and all the product leaks out onto the ground. The other option that was told to us is that it blows up.
Fire crews working overnight to mitigate risk and get the tank to the lowest temperature possible.
Our efforts so far have continued to cool the tank. It's down to a temperature around 61 degrees, with 50 being its halfway place. So those efforts are succeeding.
Authorities say they are monitoring air quality and it is within normal limits, but warning residents to evacuate because if this thing explodes, they can't control which direction it goes.
Yeah, important to take those warnings seriously. Jacqueline, thank you. Now to the death of NASCAR champion Kyle Busch, the 41-year-old driver, passing away suddenly on Thursday. New details are now emerging with the release of a 911 call made the day before his death. A caller describes Busch as being short of breath and coughing up blood. This happening as Busch was reportedly in a racing simulator. He died the next day. The cause of his death has not been released. Whit?
Turning now to Memorial Day weekend, but will the weather make or break your holiday plans? Meteorologist Danielle Breezy from our affiliate station in Nashville, WKRN, is here with what we can expect. Danielle, good morning.
Good morning. And unfortunately, it looks like a soggy weather weekend here across the East Coast and down to the south. Now, I want to show you this camera. This is the Anson, Texas area. This is north and west of Abilene. This was a severe storm. You see the lightning kind of lighting up the sky there. severe weather there yesterday in the Panhandle, also bringing in wind and hail. Now, all eyes are on Texas. As you can see, there's a flood watch up from Corpus Christi into Houston, goes all the way into Louisiana. In this area through Monday evening, we could see anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of rain, but 6 to 10 inches in some localized spots. All right, for Saturday, it's a soggy day for most folks. I'm sorry, keep the umbrella handy. You're going to need the rain. There could be some storms, some strong ones along the Gulf Coast. Rain continuing up the East Coast as well, but we should be relatively dry in the upper Midwest and out to the west. As we turn our attention to Sunday, we are talking about wet weather again, but it's more hit or miss along the East Coast and down to the south. Warm and dry again across the west. Now, I want to talk about this. We could see anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of rain, a little bit more down to the south. It is beneficial rain because a lot of folks are under drought conditions. Rachel?
Okay, thank you. Now we turn to the record-breaking holiday travel that's going to be expected despite the concerns about gas prices. Let's go back to Andrew Dimbert at New York LaGuardia Airport. Good morning, Andrew.
Hey, good morning, Rachel. A record number of Americans are hitting the roads and heading to airports this holiday travel weekend. AAA expects 45 million people to be traveling this holiday weekend. That would be a new record at airports across the country. Crowded terminals, long security lines, and full flights as the TSA prepares to screen more than 18 million passengers. The busiest airports this weekend expected to be the usual suspects: Atlanta, Chicago, Dallas, and Denver. And overnight, some good news for travelers here at New York's LaGuardia Airport. A runway has now reopened after a sinkhole shut it down earlier this week, which caused massive delays and cancellations at one of the nation's busiest airports during one of the busiest travel periods. The cause of that sinkhole still remains under investigation. And it's not just in the skies. The nation's highway is also expected to be jammed this holiday. AAA says more than 39 million Americans will be driving to their Memorial Day destinations, but that holiday getaway far more costly now than it was just a year ago. Gas prices up $1.34 a gallon from last Memorial Day. Rachel?
Yeah, they continue to go up. Okay, Andrew, thank you. Now to the surprise resignation of Tulsi Gabbard from her position as the Director of National Intelligence. Gabbard says that she is leaving to support her husband, Abraham Williams, who was recently diagnosed with a rare form of bone cancer. Gabbard has had a bumpy tenure in office, largely left out of key national security decisions and meetings. Gabbard is the 4th cabinet member to lead the Trump administration, all women. Gabbard's resignation is effective on June 30th. Whit.
Rachel, now to the NBA, where the Oklahoma City Thunder overcame the San Antonio Spurs' fast start in Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals. The Spurs scored the first 15 points in the game. Then the Thunder, led by league MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 26 points and a difference-making performance by the team's bench as well to win the game 123-108. The Thunder lead the series 2-1. And tonight, you can check out the Knicks facing the Cavaliers right here on ABC at 8 Eastern. The Knicks are up 2-0 in that series.
Ooh, yeah, will they keep it up?
Absolutely.
We'll see.
Yep, very exciting stuff. Coming up here on GMA in our morning menu, a new study about kids and dietary supplements. We'll break down what parents should know.
Also ahead, we talk to the teenage umpire going viral for his sparky style on the baseball field.
And Will Gann's getting us ready for outdoor fun with ABC's Secret Savings, great games that the entire family can enjoy, and much more. We'll be right back.
Back now with our GMA cover story. A new CDC report finds over a third of teens and kids take dietary supplements. Dr. Holly Lofton is the director of the Medical Weight Management Program at NYU Langone and joins us now to break it all down. Okay, so break down this study. What exactly is behind this? And also, what kind of supplements are we talking about here for kids and teens?
Well, first, it's important to define what a supplement is, and that's an umbrella term that could encompass anything from herbal vitamins to vitamins like B12 or iron that are in addition to the diet to help with some condition. So a lot of kids are taking these because there's social media information telling them might help them with some aspect of whether it's focus, energy, muscle building, weight loss, and we need to determine if that's really necessary.
So as a parent myself, my daughters are in middle school and they're just bombarded with this stuff and they're constantly asking me, and I don't even have the answers to it. Like, what do parents need to know when it comes to children and supplements?
Well, first, the supplement market is not regulated by the FDA like prescription medications. So that's really important to know because there could be adulterants, meaning other products that are in there that we don't know about. There could be stimulants, too much caffeine, even toxic metals like lead have been found in these things. So we really want to ask our children, why do you feel the need to take these supplements? Have a conversation with your doctor to see what's really appropriate, because there also could be drug interactions. If they're taking antibiotics, medications for seizures, that could actually be dangerous and to take certain supplements.
Yeah, I mean, talk a little bit more about the conversation, the communicating with kids about the risk, the danger of these supplements that they're seeing maybe online or on social media.
Social media is definitely driving this surge in supplement use among younger populations. And what's important to know is that these supplement companies and influencers may be giving exaggerated terms about the benefits, such as more energy or helping with their hormonal regulation. When our kids are still going through neurologic and physiologic changes, their development is not done. So explaining that to children, that we can definitely get your vitamins from food. That's where the balanced diet should be coming into play. So we really don't need to excessively recommend supplements in children. But there are some children who may need them if they have inflammatory bowel disease like Crohn's, or they had a stomach surgery, or even vegan diet. Sometimes we recommend B12. It's important that we make sure that it's recommended by a physician and then monitored as well.
That's key, right? And you mentioned the interactions. You also touched on this a little bit, but what about more specific red flags in terms of ingredients, things that we should be concerned about?
Well, sometimes these supplements are made to be very tasty and sugary, and they're often gummy. So one thing is, we don't want our kids to have too many, because they can think that they're a candy. And then a lot of the stimulant use, excessive caffeine, yohimbine, synephrine, these are things that can lead to panic attacks, anxiety, sleep disturbances in our children, even cardiac arrhythmias, heart rhythm problems. So those are some red flags that I would really look out for with our kids.
Doing way more harm than good. Okay, Dr. Lofton, this is a really important conversation. We really appreciate your time this morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now to a groundbreaking musical that broke barriers for Asian American representation. It's returning to the spotlight now, and Jacqueline Lee is back in Los Angeles with more on that. Jacqueline, good morning.
Hey, wait, good morning. This musical is significant because it inspired so many Asian Americans to pursue careers in entertainment, and the actors in the new 2026 revival say it celebrates how far they've come. Produced by Rodgers and Hammerstein's Flower Drum Song was heralded as groundbreaking, the first in the Broadway canon that centers on the Asian American experience, later adapted into a movie.
100 media miracles.
Grace Yu, playing the lead Mei Li, tells the story of an undocumented immigrant escaping communist China, hoping to find freedom and new beginnings in America.
In a way, I'm able to reclaim and this time choose, get to tell Mei Li's story, tell the story that is very close to me as well as a daughter of immigrants.
Yu explaining her own struggles as she began her career in theater, encouraged to play typecast roles.
I wanted to be Cinderella. I wanted to be Belle in Beauty and the Beast. I just want to be the best person for the job, as opposed to the best person of color for the job.
It's a challenge that veteran actors Getty Watanabe and Mark Oka say they've battled for decades. Getty Watanabe, with a 50-year career in Hollywood, known for voicing Ling in Mulan and portraying foreign exchange student Long Duk Dong in 16 Candles, the often criticized film for perpetuating harmful stereotypes.
What's happening, hot stuff?
I was just an actor looking for a job. You know.
So it was more about just being able to have a role, period.
Yeah, well, I also had to learn.
This year's revival filled with beautiful and intricate dance numbers, many executed by Krista Marie Yu as Linda Lowe. Krista even showing me a surprisingly difficult dance move.
And now you owe $1. So every time someone drops one, they owe $1.
The younger actors seeing the play as a love letter to those who came before them.
We're all standing on so many shoulders when we stand on this stage, so it feels incredible. And the musical in Los Angeles will continue running through the end of the month. Those actors telling me they are so happy they can continue sharing Asian culture with audiences. Rachel.
I hope you paid her that $1, Jacqueline.
It was hard, guys. I was not expecting that, and then the fan flew.
I would have owed her like 25. Okay, yeah. We appreciate you. Thanks, Jacqueline. All right, time now for Pop News. Will Gans is here. What's poppin', Will?
And I don't owe anyone $1 today,
Yes.
all right?
Yeah.
priceless pop news for you today. It's Memorial Day weekend, which means we can officially start my favorite annual debate.
Okay.
What will be this year's Song of the Summer?
Ooh,
right now,
okay.
the top contender is Ella Langley's Choosing Texas.
I like that. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, continues to climb in both radio plays and streaming plays. But just yesterday, Olivia Rodrigo dropped a brand new single called The Cure. Take a look at this.
Okay.
Yeah, Olivia says that The Cure is her favorite song from her upcoming album. Plus, K-pop star Jennie has just dropped a remix of Dracula. This is a disco-infused track from Tame Impala, so you might have heard the first version, but now Jennie's in it in her remix.
Okay.
We've also got to consider Midnight Sun by Zara Larsson.
I saw her in concert.
Did you?
I mean, she was with, who's she opening up for?
Addison Rae, was it?
No. Tate McRae. Tate McRae.
Oh, Tate McRae.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was
sorry.
close.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Went with my daughters.
Yes, but this is a Gen Z favorite that's been building steam for months and is continuing to climb the charts now. We'll also have to see which of Drake's 43 new tracks start to sizzle this summer.
Any of the 43.
Exactly. Ariana Grande releasing a single in 6 days called Hate That I Made You Love Me, and with Shabuzi dropping a new album on July 31st, so it's really anybody's game.
I do like Shabuzi. I like him, and I met him in person on the red carpet at the Oscars, and he was like, everybody at the Oscars getting tipsy. He was like,
except for you.
Except for me.
On the clock.
No, but no, he's a good guy.
He is, every time I hear Shabuzi, I think of you, because I remember a few summers ago when you were like, that's my song.
His last album was great.
Yeah. All right, moving to TV news now this morning. Some of our favorite characters are gearing up to come back to our screens. First up, Emily in Paris in Greece. Yeah, the Emmy-nominated series has officially kicked off production in Greece for their 6th season, which comes with a big surprise from Emily herself. Lily Collins revealing to fans that this will be the final season of the fan-favorite show. I know. The show's creator, Darren Star, sharing in a statement that making the show has been the trip of a lifetime, adding that he can't wait to share this last chapter with us. But there's at least one more chapter for our favorite murder-solving trio, because Selena Gomez, Martin Short, and Steve Martin and the whole cast are back at work in London filming season 6 of Only Murders in the Building. Steve Martin sharing a photo from the gang on set and on location. There they are in the London Eye. Yeah. No word yet on when either of these season 6s will hit our screens, but the countdown begins right now.
Love it.
I love Only Murders in the Building.
Yeah, it's great. Great.
So much fun. All right, finally, to Little League umpire Sawyer Sparks, who goes by Sparky, and his epic style on the baseball field. The 18-year-old from Bakersfield, California, going viral not for the calls he makes, but how he makes them. More than 3 million people have seen a video of Sparky running through the infield, sliding across the grass to make the call.
Wow.
He's fast,
He's
by the way.
amazing. He tells me he hustles that way so that no one can argue about whether he saw the play and is making the right call. He also told me that we should consider these viral videos an audition tape. Take a look. What would be, in a perfect world, where would this umpiring gig take you?
If I end up getting like a contract with Banana Ball, I am taking it instantly. Like, even if I get presented like the red pill, blue pill, Matrix style, questions like, would you rather work with the MOB or work with Banana Ball? I'm taking Banana Ball instantly, like in a heartbeat.
He said, sorry, MLB, I'm going Banana Ball all the way.
He's amazing.
He is amazing. He tells me that he really wants the kids, parents, and his newfound fan base to have a great time with the sport of baseball the way he did.
Like the shirt,
His mom's
too.
gonna want him to clean his room.
We'll be right back.
You got a name?
His name is Rod of the Hutt, the only surviving heir of crime lord Jabba the Hutt. You ever cross his path?
I tried not to.
So, do we have a deal?
Back here on GMA with a clip from Star Wars, The Mandalorian, and Grogu, featuring franchise newcomer Sigourney Weaver. The highly anticipated movie is finally in theaters, marking the franchise's return to the big screen after 7 years.
You know I'm excited. I'm a huge Grogu fan. This is the way, folks. Can't wait to see it. All right, now to some of the top headlines that we're following right now. Remember rapper Rob Bass? Bass, best known for the track It Takes Two?
Yes.
With DJ Easy Rock. He has died following a battle with cancer. The duo's blend of house and hip-hop led to a number of chart toppers and paved the way for hip-hop artists to have greater mainstream success. Rob Bass was 59.
One of the greats.
Yeah.
This morning, Waymo, the self-driving taxi company, has suspended service in 6 cities after video emerged showing 2 of its cars entering flooded roads. A source tells ABC News that the company is working on software updates to improve performance in flooding situations.
Now to the NHL. The Vegas Golden Knights scored 2 late-game goals to stun the Colorado Avalanche 3-1. The Golden Knights' Jack Eichel and Ivan Barbashev scored in less than 10 minutes ago in the last period. The Western Conference final action now moves to Vegas with the Golden Knights ahead in the series 2-0. You can see Game 3 Sunday at 8 Eastern on ESPN.
Yeah, you can. Okay, well, we're turning now to the viral dirty soda trend. Yes, you heard that right. The soda creamer syrup concoctions have gone viral after being featured prominently on The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and now registered dietitian and nutritionist Maya Feller joins us with a few ways to enjoy this trend this Memorial Day weekend, with parties not going without sugar. This is kind of ironic because you're a nutritionist and there is nothing nutritional about what we're about to do here.
This is my attempt at meeting the people where they are.
You got to do it sometimes,
we gotta do
right?
it sometimes.
Yes, yeah.
Memorial Day.
We need some fun.
We have to be able to indulge, and this is my take on the viral trend.
Okay, so tell us your thoughts about this trend.
I mean, listen, I think, it's interesting. There's a lot of sugar, and this is an opportunity to reduce the amount of sugar that folks are taking in. My take.
Okay, well, count me in. First up, we have a mocktail.
That's right. Okay, so this one right here, do you want to try these?
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so this is just plain sparkling water with a little bit of olive juice and olives. So it's like a take on a dirty martini without the alcohol.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It's good.
Wait, this is really good.
Yeah, it's giving, right? It's giving like a little,
And I also love a mocktail option for this holiday weekend.
I'm all about it,
really
right?
Great.
You don't have to wake up
And
with
the sugar's not as bad with this one.
Well,
right?
no, there's no added sugar
Oh, God,
at all.
okay. All right, I was going to say, I was like,
Seltzer water, olive
Love
juice,
this.
and an olive.
Okay.
And I love a good olive, too.
Listen, we're good to go with this one.
Fantastic.
This is great.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Okay, don't mind me.
Yeah,
What's
enjoy
next?
yourself. So next, what we have is Spindrift Lime sparkling water as the base, right? So that's no added sugar with a little bit of real fruit. And then we have an elderberry syrup here. And so I thought that this one would be a little bit of fun. It's not as sweet as the original. Give this a try.
Okay.
And so
I do like Spindrift.
Yeah, me too. I love it.
Ooh.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
really
So
like
it's
this.
like a little bit less added sugar because the Spindrift really doesn't have any added sugar.
Yes.
You decide how much of the syrup you want to put in yourself. That's the key here. You're the driver. You get to decide how much added sugar you want to use. And it's pretty hydrating.
Yeah, this is really nice.
Yeah,
Very
this one is
refreshing.
very, very,
Okay,
very
I've been
good.
surprised so far.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Listen,
Those videos
You're
are a
2
little
for 2,
scary.
Maya.
With
2
the
for 2.
I aim to please. I aim to please.
Okay, so this is the traditional, and I'm still like dirty soda trend, but there's a little less sugar on this one.
Yeah, so this one's really interesting.
Okay.
So what I've done here is I've taken the Olipop and then I put it with Too Good & Co., their lavender creamer. And Olipop has about 9 grams of prebiotic fiber, and the the lavender creamer actually has 40% less sugar than
You know what? It's this little flare that got in my nose.
Right,
Yeah,
it's
I
that
sneezed in it,
traditional
but it's
creamer.
very good.
So this one it's interesting, right? It's a little bit of a take on that, traditional dirty soda trend.
There are teenagers out there that are gonna love this one.
Be sure not to accidentally drink this part.
When I was 16, this would have been it.
100%.
Right?
It's giving cola.
Totally.
And then you've got a little bit of the lavender flavor.
I'm saving some for you. Don't worry.
I'm in. Okay, so the last one here, this is avoiding traditional soda, and an easy way to cut sugar. But what about all the candy here?
Yeah, okay. So a lot of these viral trends had candy in them. And what I decided to do is choose those better for you options with the candy, right? So things like Smart Sweets, there's these Bare Fruit Rolls. Basically, they either have prebiotic fiber or less added sugar. And so that's what I topped the last drink with. And this is a Poppy. And again, this one is Poppy and a syrup.
Rachel?
I know, go for it. Tell us how it is. And look at how cute it is. It's got this whole little, setup there. So it's, let's see.
This is
like
great.
it.
Yeah, this is delicious.
Can we get some fiber in here too?
A little prebiotic fiber.
Anything that makes you feel better.
I mean, it's really a way to indulge over this Memorial Day weekend. And my idea is, yeah, have a little bit of fun.
Absolutely. Plus the fiber.
Yeah. Plus the fiber.
You can keep it real and keep it regular at the same time.
And on that note,
Maya,
keep it regular.
Cheers to that. Maya, as always, it's so great to have you. Welcome back to GMA. May is Stroke Awareness Month, and while we often think of a stroke as something that happens to older adults, it can happen at any age, even in children. Will Reeve has one family's story and a reminder that could save a life.
7-year-old Gino Mueller was just looking for a summer of fun. But one day at the pool last July, his dad, Bo, noticed something was wrong.
As he walked into the pool, I noticed that he was staggering a little bit, and I noticed that his face was drooping. And I said, Gene, are you okay?
Bo, a dad of 3 boys, knew exactly what he was seeing. Gino was showing signs of a stroke.
Yeah, pretty scary. For Daddy, it was terrifying.
I was thinking he's going to die. That's what was going through my head.
I could touch Dad with, like, my left arm, but, like, I couldn't really touch him with, like, my right arm.
Lifeguards called 911. Gino was flown to the Cleveland Clinic, where emergency surgery was performed to remove a clot in Gino's brain. While stroke is rare in children, some kids are at higher risk, including Gino, who was born with a heart defect.
He had his first pacemaker implanted when he was about 3 months old at the clinic. We thought we were well outside the window with this sort of occurrence.
Luckily, Gino was able to get the treatment he needed because Dad Bo knew the warning signs, which in kids and teens are the same as adults. Doctors say you need to be fast. If you notice a sudden loss of balance or dizziness, blurred or loss of vision in one or both eyes, one side of the face droops, weakness in an arm or leg, slurred speech, time is crucial. Call 911.
Recognizing those symptoms is the most important in getting them early intervention because they can have a much better outcome with that.
As for Gino, he's back in school and has no developmental delays, thanks to his dad's quick thinking.
I just feel very lucky and blessed how quickly we were able to get him the help he needed.
For Good Morning America, Will Reeve, ABC News, New York.
Just an eye-opening report there, and experts say a takeaway for all of us: you don't need to be a doctor to save a life, you just need to know the signs and be able to act fast. Our thanks to Will for that report.
We turn now to the Disney Celebrates America campaign, counting down to the nation's 250th birthday. The ongoing celebration just ramped up a notch during Fleet Week at Disneyland. Ike Ajachi is back with the details. Hey, Ike.
Hey, good morning. It was a special kickoff to Memorial Day weekend at Disneyland Resort, hosting more than 100 sailors, Marines, and Coast Guardsmen as we gear up for a historic July 4th weekend.
We're going to Disneyland!
It's the biggest Fleet Week celebration ever.
Let's give them a round of applause as together we celebrate America.
At Disneyland in Anaheim, California, celebrating the Navy, Marine Corps, and Coast Guard. The pomp and circumstance building buzz for a campaign called Disney Celebrates America. Which will culminate on the nation's 250th birthday this July 4th.
As we begin planning for the 250th anniversary of this great country of ours, it's of course great to have military personnel at the happiest place on earth celebrating with us, and we're proud of this history.
Disneyland, creating an unforgettable day for more than 100 armed forces personnel, blending military tradition with Disney magic. Service members spending the day with Mickey and Minnie Mouse, sporting brand new red, white, and blue outfits.
It's an honor for me to be here and represent the military, and the service members, including myself, will never forget this for the rest of our lives. And I'm sure everybody that was here today will not forget this moment.
From special performances from Navy bands to a thunderous flyover by the U.S. Navy at 1,000 feet. It was a rare and powerful visual salute to service, right in the heart of Disney's original theme park. Now, Fleet Week is just the beginning. There is so much ahead as we count down to America's 250th birthday. Now, this morning, we do have a little sneak peek of what's coming down the pike.
Okay.
And that's Sam the Eagle here. That's right. Popcorn Bucket is coming soon to both Disneyland and Disney World. It's all part of Disney Celebrates America.
You got any popcorn in the
Got a little something back there.
Wow.
Got a little something back there for you guys.
Serious in the front, party in the back.
Yeah, Sam's all business about America's big birthday.
He's not messing around. Look at that facial expression.
Love it.
Ike, thank you for that. We appreciate it. Back now with ABC's Secret Savings, Will Gans is here with ways that we can best enjoy the warmer weather outdoors, and a lot of fun to talk about today.
Yeah, this is good stuff. So think back to the best gift you ever got as a kid. Now imagine paying that forward times 10, baby. Freddo's unique ride-on toys take playtime up a notch. You can recreate a construction site in your backyard, or how about a ride? We were just looking at this
That
one.
is awesome. We were specifically told we cannot ride
they
this
said
thing.
do not get on that, but maybe in the commercial break. Who sees? Who knows? All right, rechargeable battery-operated designs make it easy to power up. Choose from a big assortment. We have even more styles online. You'll save at least 20% plus free shipping on these ride-on toys.
What a great gift.
I know. All right, up next, stay chic and cool all summer long. Zadro's stylish portable fans keep you looking fresh and feeling fresh wherever you go. 3-speed airflow options with a flexible foldable neck and a suction cup base so you can use it hands-free on smooth surfaces. And check me out, these cute little ears, cat ears on some of them.
Now I know where you're going with that. Okay.
It folds flat, by the way, for easy travel. Built-in rechargeable battery that charges just like your phone would. Save 25% from Zadro.
Kitty fan.
Yes. All right, up next, create the perfect summertime ambiance with Tiki Tunes. This combines a soothing flame light with a powerful, bold speaker, portable and water resistant for easy listening indoors and outdoors. The backyard, the beach, boat, park, parties, you name it, they're all perfect all summer long. The Pro Design has a lantern style, by the way, and a handle and a 360-degree speaker. Each includes a 40-inch pole, so you can stake it in the ground for the whole Tiki Torch vibe. I know, so cool. Prices slashed from Limitless Innovations. Check out
You get the lighting, you get the tunes, the whole thing.
Ambiance. Up next. Go on an adventure with me, will you? Elevate your garden with expertly grown plants. My Patio Tree makes it easy to transform your patio with real living trees that arrive ready to plant. They're great for patios.
These are real?
Yeah, entryways, you name
that.
it.
Wow.
Small landscapes. We have an amazing assortment. Some favorites are the Little Lime Hydrangea, the Star Blast Chiffon Hibiscus, and Dark Purple Boomerang Lilac. You'll save 25% plus free shipping on all of this gorgeous, real greenery. Yes.
Love it.
All right, last but not least, Jazz Mitten. We've got Ike over here ready to play.
What am I doing? Am I getting in the game?
Yes, please. So this is a really fast-paced paddle game that blends skill and speed, non-stop action, virtually anywhere, indoors or outdoors.
I can't get it over.
It takes up less space than like table tennis might. We also have the ring toss. You saw me playing that earlier. For a reason, it's a classic. Easy to set up, super portable, fun for all ages. The deal includes a variety of innovative games. I know, Whit, you said you guys are a big fan of ladder golf.
Ladder golf, obsessed.
Yes.
So much fun.
So
But this one I'm really into.
It's tough, but once you get the hang of it, it's really, really fun.
Yeah.
Savings start at 45% off, all from Fun Sparks, and it includes all of this fun stuff.
Excellent. All right, Ike, one more.
Boom.
I
back.
That would have been great if only it worked. Thank you, Ike. Thank you, Will. Of course, thanks to all these great brands and more. 20 additional brands that are live right now on ABC Secret Savings. Yep. Special for May. You can check out all the savings by scanning the QR code right there on the screen, or you can go to abcsecretsavings.com. Thank you so much for starting your day with us, and a big thanks to Rachel Scott, Danielle Breezy for joining us this morning. It's great to have you. You can have much more news on ABC News Live. Have a great day, everybody.
Good day.
See ya.